Joyful adventure, audits come, join the ride. Joyful adventure.
Hello and welcome back to Joyful Adventure Audits. We're continuing our series on the lost, closed and repurposed pubs of Birmingham. If you're new here, we've covered several hundred former pubs across Birmingham, so be sure to check out our other videos. Today, we're in Northfield, exploring the former site of the Dingle Pub, which once stood on the corner of Frankley Beeches Road and Egghill Lane. Before we look at the pub itself, let's get some context about Northfield. This area has a rich history dating back to pre-Roman times. Mentioned in the Domesday Book, Northfield was originally a small village in Worcestershire before becoming part of Birmingham in 1911. The area underwent significant development in the 20th century, particularly with the establishment of the Austin Motor Works at Longbridge and the Kalamazoo Paper Factory, which provided employment for many local residents. The Dingle Pub stood at Frankley Beeches Road, Northfield, Birmingham, B315NJ. It was a Mitchells and Butlers establishment, a brewery with deep roots in Birmingham's pub culture. The pub was situated at a strategic location overlooking the roundabout, where Egghill Lane meets Frankley Beeches Road, not far from the North Worcestershire Golf Club that operated until 2016. The Dingle had something of a colourful reputation, particularly in its later years. A 2008 review painted a rather unflattering picture, stating, "I wouldn't go in here wearing a crash helmet and full body armour. Went in once, never again. Estate pub in questionable area, providing questionable drink to iffy people. I've seen cars parked here with wheels missing. However, as with many local pubs, experiences varied. One local commented, went in there, was apparently a very rough pub, had a great night with the nicest people I had ever met, and I was a stranger. By 2010, the Dingle had been closed for at least 3 months and was boarded up with security fencing. In that same year, firefighters from 5 stations were called to a suspected arson attack at 2 a.m. They spent an hour tackling the blaze, which destroyed half of the roof. This fire effectively sealed the pub's fate, and it was subsequently demolished around 2010. Today, if you visit the corner of Frankley Beeches Road and Egghill Lane, you'll find a care home where the Dingle once stood. Like many former pub sites across Birmingham, it's been repurposed to meet the changing needs of the community. The Dingle's story reflects the changing face of Northfield and Birmingham as a whole. From a functioning local pub to a derelict building, and finally to a care home, the site's evolution mirrors the transformation of many traditional pubs across the UK. If you remember the Dingle or have stories about this lost pub, please share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more explorations of Birmingham's lost pubs. Next week, we'll be visiting another forgotten watering hole in Birmingham's rich tapestry of pub history. Until then, cheers!
On Egghill Lane, the lights went dim, where memories danced on the pub's old rim. Pints poured stories of joy and pain, now whispers in smoke call out in vain. The Dingle stood, a rebel bold, with loyal hearts and tales untold. The flames kissed the walls that held the scene, another ghost on Egghill Lane Green. In busted boots and laughter loud, we raised our glass among the crowd. No crown or king, just folks, no fame. Now ash and rubble wear its name. The jukebox sang its final tune beneath that endless firelit moon. A city mourns its fallen friend, but in our hearts it'll never end. her spin. But somewhere in the night it calls, the spirit of our hallowed halls. Ooh, the Dingle stood a rebel bold, with loyal hearts and tales untold. The flames kissed the walls that held the scene. Another ghost on Egghill Lane Green. Another ghost on Egghill Lane Green. The corner's bare, the air feels thin, where warmth and whiskey let her spin. But somewhere in the night it calls, the spirit of our hallowed halls.
And that brings us to the end of our exploration of the Dingle Pub in Northfield. Like so many lost pubs across Birmingham, it represents a chapter in our city's social history that deserves to be remembered, even if the building itself is long gone. The corner where patrons once gathered for a pint now serves a different purpose, housing the elderly rather than serving ale. It's a fitting metaphor for how our communities evolve over time. If you enjoyed this journey into Birmingham's lost pub heritage, please hit that like button and subscribe to Joyful Adventure Audits for more videos about the forgotten watering holes of our city. We have hundreds more stories to tell. Leave a comment if you have memories of the Dingle or suggestions for which lost pub we should feature next. Until our next adventure through Birmingham's pub history, cheers and thanks for watching.